Hello and welcome. You are watching Explosive Exclusive. I'm Padmaja Joshi. Less than 10 weeks are left for the 2024 elections. Prime Minister, within 24 hours, is going to decide the fate of 56 seats because these are the total number of seats spread across Tamil Nadu and Telangana. In both states, the Prime Minister laid foundation stones for various development projects and inaugurated various other schemes as well. But the most interesting was what happened in Telangana, where the PM was in Adilabad. He inaugurated rail and road projects there, totaling more than 56,000 crore rupees. And he emphasized that while some people see politics behind this, his focus only remains on Vikas. Even as he was speaking about Vikas and contrasting it with the dynasty and corruption model of other political parties, the interesting thing is that the endorsement for his Vikas model or the Gujarat model came from none other than the Chief Minister of Telangana.
लेकिन पिछले 10 वर्षों में हमारी सरकार ने तेलंगाना के विकास के लिए कहीं ज्यादा राशि खर्च की है। हमारे लिए विकास का मतलब है गरीब से गरीब का विकास, दलित, वंचित, आदिवासियों का विकास। हमारे इन प्रयासों का परिणाम है कि आज 25 करोड़ लोग गरीबी से बाहर आ चुके हैं। ये हमारी गरीब कल्याण योजनाओं की वजह से मुमकिन हुआ है। विकास के इस अभियान को अगले 5 वर्षों में और तेजी से आगे बढ़ाया जाएगा।
नरेंद्र मोदी जी, हमारे हिसाब से प्रधानमंत्री का मतलब हमारे बड़े भाई के जो मदद रहे तो ये हर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री उनके क्षेत्र में वो कुछ तरक्की कर सकता है, कुछ डेवलपमेंट को आगे ले सकता है। इसीलिए मेरा गुजारिश है, इस वक्त तेलंगाना अगर आगे तरक्की करना है, हम भी गुजरात जैसा हम आगे जाना है तो यहाँ पर आपकी मदद जरूरी है।
Now, this has turned into a very, very interesting political face-off because remember, as far as the so-called South states are concerned, for the longest time there has been an adversarial relationship, or at least one that has been projected between Narendra Modi, the BJP and the South as a bloc. It is very common for the Prime Minister every time, especially when he's visiting Tamil Nadu, for the DMK and other parties to start a go-back Modi trend. Now that you had a Chief Minister and a Congress Chief Minister in Telangana hailing the Gujarat model, naturally the power corridors are set abuzz.
It is really shocking to see the statements of Chief Minister Revanth Reddy during Prime Minister Modi's visit at Adilabad, that Revanth Reddy and his party will not fight against the Bharatiya Janata Party in centre. It's been 10 years of Bharatiya Janata Party being in power at the centre and have not fulfilled the promises to Telangana. Not a single irrigation project has got national status, but Revanth Reddy has announced that they do not want to fight Narendra Modi or the centre, while the Congress leaders in Tamil Nadu are protesting for their state's rights and state's promises. This is really unfortunate and proves that the Congress and Bharatiya Janata Party in Telangana are together.
The regional parties have always been targeted by the national parties, so-called national parties, both Congress and BJP. We've always expressed to our people explicitly that both these parties want to kill the regional flavor and the regional parties. That is what Honorable Prime Minister is trying to do, and Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, current Chief Minister of Telangana, is calling the Prime Minister Bade Bhai, even when this Bade Bhai has not given a single rupee to Telangana as a state. So the national parties or so-called national parties have only interest in their political agenda.
And even as we speak, the Prime Minister has now reached Tamil Nadu. It is his fourth visit in the last 3 months. So in less than 4 months, he has already gone there 4 times. This had been preceded by a 6-month-long Makkal Yatra by State President K. Annamalai. The big question now is that when it is a question of 130 seats across 5 states and Puducherry, is the Gujarat model going to help deliver there? Let's take this across. Joining us, R.P. Singh, national spokesperson of the BJP, Krishank, spokesperson of the BRS, Dr. Suman C. Raman, political analyst. But the first question is to political strategist and commentator JVC Sriram. What's cooking, JVC? Bade Bhaiya and Gujarat model. And of all people coming from Revanth Reddy. Is this the ABVP in him speaking?
See, Revanth Reddy is... Revanth Reddy has always been very respectful to the Prime Minister. He knows the kind of contribution and development work that the NDA government at centre had taken across. I can see some sanity because, see, the people who have been popular, the leaders who have been popular, are those leaders who have not had a confrontationalist approach against Modi ji and the centre. Let's take the case of Naveen Patnaik. I always say that Naveen Patnaik is somebody who gets his way done. At the same time, he has maintained a very cordial relationship with the centre.
But the Naveen Patnaik model is very different. It is very different from, say, what has been seen so far in Telangana, in Tamil Nadu, where it was always like Modi is anti-South, BJP is anti-South, go back Modi, we don't want BJP.
But that is what they are learning. Because Jagan Mohan Reddy, look at Jagan Mohan Reddy. The moment Mr. Chandrababu Naidu had an alliance talk with Amit Shah, the next day Jagan Mohan Reddy was in New Delhi. And he was saying that, I've had a very, fantastic ties with the centre. As a result of which we have been able to give a stable government in Andhra Pradesh. People like Stalin, people like Pinayarni Vijayan, Siddaramaiah, and the former Chief Minister KCR, what happened? KCR took a very confrontational approach with Modi. He would not even come to visit him. He would not even welcome him in the airport. What happened? KCR faced a drubbing with the people because people of India know pretty well that Mr. Narendra Modi is pursuing development agenda.
Okay, Krishank is smiling. Let him quickly respond, then I'll bring in R.P. Singh. Krishank is smiling. So it seems the Congress is quite comfortable in the Modi Parivar, or at least Revanth Reddy is quite comfortable in Modi's Parivar. Is the BRS also headed there? They already have newfound admiration for Ram Mandir. Krishank.
Well, Padmaja, definitely Ram Mandir or across the nation for Ramji, there is an admiration, and that is not political at all. But the point is, Revanth Reddy ji talking, is it because of his old allegiance with ABVP or because of the vote for note case is what Revanth Reddy ji has to decide. But the point is, surprisingly, just 3 days ago, in a huge public meeting, probably the first election meeting of the Congress party here in Telangana, where they've announced their first parliamentarian candidate for Mahbubnagar. In that huge public meeting, Revanth Reddy ji, which was just 3 days ago, Revanth Reddy ji massively criticized the Gujarat model, said that Gujarat model means burning people to death. Gujarat model means snatching away companies from rest of the states and taking them to Gujarat. Is Gujarat model means fooling farmers on the name of doubling the income? Does Gujarat model mean that promising 2 crore jobs and failing the youth? This was what Revanth Reddy ji spoke. And what happened just within this 3 days that today he is praising the Gujarat model.
You tell us.
Telangana
that is a multi-million dollar question. That's what we're asking you. What has changed? Maybe they have realized that confrontation is not going to work.
Only in 3 days. Just in 3 days. So the whole point is this man Revanth Reddy, he is definitely not the breed of Rahul Gandhi, because Rahul Gandhi, entire India speaks against Adani. But Revanth Reddy ji welcomes Adani. So it is the Congress which has to answer, not we.
Actually, I do not think it's frankly not fair to Revanth Reddy to single him out as far as Mr. Adani and business with him is concerned. Bhupesh Baghel did the same thing. You had Ashok Gehlot do the same thing. Why blame poor Revanth Reddy just because he has an ABVP pass? But answer this, RP Singh, what changed in 4 days? 4 days ago, Revanth Reddy was criticizing the Gujarat model, and today he's a sudden fan. Have you set the ED on his trail?
Padmaja, Revanth Reddy is the best man to answer your question, but fact is that Gujarat model is known worldwide. I mean, the level of growth which has happened in Gujarat, and it's not acknowledged by only Revanth Reddy, even acknowledged by congressmen like Hardik Patel, who was in Congress and came to us, and also the another person who's probably in queue now, who has resigned from Congress party. So everyone knows the Gujarat model is the best model, and it's not now. I mean, it's almost now 20 years. Gujarat has shown the path to the country, how development can be happen, how the agriculture growth can happen, how water can be fed to every field. So, and then how every poor can be taken care. So, and how you have the best per capita income. But that point aside, Telangana has been our place where we have been trying our best to make our entry point. And then last elections, we did quite well. I mean, we increased our percentage of vote from 7 to 14, almost 14 point some percent last election. And also number of seats, also MLA seats we have grown. And then we have good number of member parliament. If I rightly remember, almost 4 of them are from Telangana. So, and we are more than Congress right now. And we are targeting more because when people come to vote for the parliamentary seats or for the Prime Minister of the country, they vote differently, and when they vote for assembly elections, they vote differently.
Fair. But the question is fair. That you are trying to push in Telangana is fine, but what explains the softening of people in the south towards the BJP and the Prime Minister, Sumansi Ravan? Is the confrontation going to get softer?
Okay, Padmaja, I will answer that with a quote. Powerful men love flattery, and so with these men, spread the butter on thick if you want to get something out of them. Otherwise, you'll go home with an empty purse. This is a quote on essentially what explains Revanth Reddy's behavior today. We've had many, many opposition chief ministers who have adopted a confrontationist approach and have got nowhere. So maybe this is a new technique that Revanth Reddy is trying. He is laying it on thick. He is praising, wonderful work that has happened in Gujarat, despite the fact that Gujarat ranks behind most states on most of the developed states in the south on several socio-economic indices. But he's thought, look, everybody is arguing with the, having the Prime Minister on stage.
You could call it laying it on thick, or you could just call it having a civilized relationship. You've had a very seasoned politician like Naveen Patnaik. By no means you would think that he is a servile person. He has been chief minister for over 2 decades of Odisha, and yet he has a very civil relationship with the Prime Minister. Nobody is trending, go back Modi. Modi is anti-Tamil Nadu or anti-Odisha when the Prime Minister goes to that state.
One second. So when Revanth Reddy is actually civil and wants to have a working relationship with the centre, you are now running a show and asking a question as to why Revanth Reddy is doing it.
I am not doing that at all. I am in fact saying, could there be a reworking of the relationship? A reworking of the relationship between parties of the South? Because always this one divide has been created that Modi is a North Indian politician and people in the South and politicians in the South cannot be civil with him. All I am asking is there going to be a realignment of relationships? That will have a realignment to the DMK also.
No, when Mr. Edappadi Palaniswamy was very civil, he was called a slave of BJP. He was a chief minister of a southern state. And when he was in power, he was called a slave.
Who called him a slave? Who called him a slave?
Oh my God. The Congress, the opposition, everybody kept calling him a slave.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That kind of short-sightedness, is that going to end? Where somebody being civilized is going to not be called a slave anymore.
Padmaja, the point is, take Tamil Nadu. How much money has been given for flood relief? Tell me, from the centre's kitty. I'm not asking about money which is due to the state anyway. How much money has been given? You tell me. So my point, the aims which was announced for Madurai so many years ago, how many bricks have been built have come up for the construction. Aims announced after that have been inaugurated.
Okay, respond.
Anything
JVC
more than
Sriram,
that?
what has civility ever got anyone? The South states have always been shortchanged, and
I think,
Revanth Reddy is just laying it thick.
Honorable Chief Minister, even Honorable Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, when he went to Japan, he had a meeting with JICA. We all know pretty well that what is happening as far as AIIMS Madurai is concerned, what was the project outlay before and what is the project outlay now. And Tamil Nadu has seen, when UPA was in rule between 2009 and 2014, Tamil Nadu got 900 odd crores as far as railway projects are concerned. Today, in the budget which has been released now, the Tamil Nadu has got more than 6,000 crores, which is 6 times more or 7 times more. And there are 6 Vande Bharat trains which are being operated in Tamil Nadu. Mr. Sumant can keep on blabbering. Sorry. That Tamil Nadu has got nothing. Modi is not developing India. GDP growth 8.4% does not mean anything to India. These are things to be in a delusional world. And that is what it is. Now we have seen how Mr. Naveen Patnaik, how Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy conducts politics. And Revanth Reddy is following their footsteps. And Mr. Sumant Raman wants a Penayarni Vijayan or an M.K. Stalin approach in Revanth Reddy, which he will not. He knows, Revanth Reddy knows what is good for Telangana, and that is the reason why he is approaching this. And Tamil Nadu is different, Telangana is different. In Tamil Nadu, an artificial perception was created, anti-Modi wave was created. And all these people who name themselves as TV analysts also played a very important role in that, in creating an anti-Modi syndrome. And today, in 2024, the scenario is completely changed.
Okay, so is this anti-Modi sentiment fueled by politics, and is there going to be a toning down of the kind that we've seen coming from Revanth Reddy? Not questioning it, just wondering if some of that is going to rub off on others. We'll keep a close eye. The Prime Minister is in Kalapakkam. What he says, the import of that and the effect, we will talk about that at 8:30 on India Upfront. For now, gentlemen, thanks.